Geek Gamer Weekly is brought to you by our very own Roku app for Geek Gamer TV. You can go back and watch the back catalog of Geek Gamer Weekly, Minecraft Me, our specials from PAX Prime, E3, and soon-to-be CES 2014. To grab that app today, go to ggtv.me/Roku. This is Geek Gamer Weekly, episode 255, recorded on Sunday, January 26, 2014. Last call. Hey guys, welcome again to another edition of Geek Gamer Weekly. This is the Uber podcast for geeks and gamers. We are here recording our show at Tug Boat Annies in Olympia, Washington, and we actually, believe it or not, have a studio audience, so I'm going to let them steal the show right now, and yay! Nice. Very
When
good.
did this become a studio?
Well, whenever you set up cameras, Joe, that's a de facto studio, right?
It's a remote
I
studio.
always thought it was a meeting room.
No. We would ruin the illusion that way. We're going to start with you, since John, since you spoke first.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Nice to see you again in the flesh.
Yeah. You're over there though.
Yeah, I know. You can turn and talk to me.
Yeah, but last time I did
So
that,
I'll
you said
turn
you
over and
couldn't
talk
hear
to
me
you.
anymore.
That's true. Then you could do like one of these things. You could. Joining us as well, that guy right there all the way. He actually carpooled with me here.
Yes.
John Kessler. Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Okay.
You're going to disappoint the crowd, man.
Just ducky.
Did you hear that,
There
you
you
guys?
go.
He said
Yay.
just ducky. Yay.
Yay. Okay.
Fine. So what are we doing here? What did we do here this past
we're
weekend?
all exhausted because we just had a LAN party for 2 days, 2.5 days?
2.5 days, 3 days?
Two.
I don't remember.
No?
A
3?
day, 2 days? I don't remember. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Since Friday.
Mm-hmm.
What's the game of the weekend, Joe? Why don't you tell us about the game of the weekend that
Joe's
you?
game.
We played a lot of
weekend.
BF4.
No, that's not the game.
Typing
of
of the Dead. I had
no,
a good time playing Typing of the
No,
Dead.
that's strike 2.
There was that Nog thing.
No.
What is that? What is that one?
Nope.
Nidhogg.
No,
that was
that-
kind of cool, kind of a fencing thing.
No, that's
I picked up Fairy Solitaire on
No.
the recommendation of Malik.
No, that's not it either, Joe. No, you're missing it.
Are you talking about the one that simulates John's working life?
Yes.
John, how accurate is that game?
Depends.
From a service writer standpoint, I think it's really accurate. Something's wrong with the car. Fix it.
Yes. I didn't
no,
play
it's
it though.
it's what Mechanics Simulator 2013 or 2014 or something like that. I can't remember.
You paid for it.
Yeah, I know. It was $15. I've gotten $15 worth of entertainment out of it, especially just giving you a hard time over it.
Yes.
So
All right. Well, we have a different kind of show lined up for you guys this week. First, it's going to be weird. It's going to be different. First off, we got a few stories we want to chat with you guys about, some of the gaming news, and then we're going to do some live interactivity with our audience, and we're going to play some games, not first-person shooter games, but more analog-style games where we ask questions, see if they know the answers, and if they do, they have the possibility to win some prizes thanks to Plantronics Gaming. Big props to them. And Carrie, where's Carrie? Come here, Carrie, for a minute. What was the where'd the case come from? Carrie's off camera. You can actually this camera right here. You can there you go.
Hi guys.
So Carrie, you're one of the what would you call yourself? Co-proprietor of this event?
More a co-partner.
Co-partner. There you go. Yeah. Where's Mike, by the way?
Mike's running errands.
Okay. So you're also donating a prize.
Yeah. So we got this prize donated to us from another LAN party that happens down in Vancouver, Washington, and it's an Intermax case that we'd like to give to somebody.
Cool. Yeah. Sweet. Now, is this one of those that comes with a power supply, or is it just the case?
Just case.
Just case. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome, Carrie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. So let's jump to our first story. First story. I took care of it. First story comes to us by means of eBay. Joe says we've talked about this last week. This is a new story.
No, I didn't say we talked about it last week. I said we've talked about it in the past.
Okay.
We've talked about these cartridges having gone for sale in the past.
All right. Well, this is the Nintendo World Championships game cartridge. It's been spotted on eBay right now for $6,000.
Yeah.
That's as of right now, anyway.
I mean, they're rare, but there were 116 of them total.
But it's missing it's actually missing a label. It's torn. It's in poor shape.
Yeah, the label got ripped off of it. I don't understand. I still don't get why these are so valuable. But
well, it's because of the limited edition. I think there's only 20 of them, right?
There's 116. I just said
there was
that.
116.
Oh.
Only 90 have the official. While only 90 of the official gray carts were given out to finalists. So there's 116 total in existence, but only 90 of them were actually given out. The others, I guess, leaked. I have no idea.
What's my password for this? Because you have like a really short sleep.
Same one it was before.
Okay. Well, because it just logged me out.
Good job.
John, would you actually buy? Could you put a price tag on something like that?
If I was
I mean,
selling
since you are a service writer in real life, right? I mean, you would be able to put a price tag on anything.
yeah.
How much would you put a price tag on that?
What?
Okay.
Actually, let me look. I read the article the other day.
See, this is what happens, folks. John knew the story way ahead of time, and he decides just now to take a look.
Yeah.
No, I read it the other day. I just don't recall. I remember the 116 part.
Okay.
So if I was selling it, I think it'd probably start, especially with one like that, probably at $7,000.
Wow.
Wow. It's actually up to 99,000 now.
What? That's got to be a bogus bid. That cannot
I'm
be
sure
legit.
it is. Yeah. But it does say 99,000.
Doesn't it revert back to the next lowest?
It's got 328 bids on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are a bunch of, because it's gotten popular, because it's gotten well known, and it's not a private auction. I'm sure it's it's all a bunch of fake bids, but because that is kind of silly.
All right. I got to ask you guys.
Yeah.
Somebody raise your hands here. I know we have, this is like a jury. I like this. So here's the jury. If you had the money, and let's say you had more money than anything. And
More money than sense?
Yeah.
Because
More
that's
money than
what
sense.
you would need to buy this.
More money than sense. Would you, if you're a collector, would you want to buy this? Anybody? Yep. Give him the mic for a minute. Who said yeah? It was hiding behind the monitor so I can see. Why? Why would you? Why? Please tell us. Because all
Seriously.
It's the only one with the label ripped off and Mario written on it.
Yeah. So please tell us why.
I would put it in the safety deposit box and forget about it for 20 or 30 years, and then go back to eBay and sell
Okay.
it again.
But that's already happened. It was forgotten for 25 years, and it's still only worth $6,000.
Can still happen again.
I think in
wanna
another
make my
25
money
years, most people are going to go Nintendo who?
There will be collectors around still.
I just thank you for your thoughts, by the way. I just wonder. I mean, obviously, this has been around for 25 years, right? And so when these landed on eBay before, these are around the same price before. The price and value hasn't changed in 10 years. I don't know if they would change in another 25 years. Actually, I'd be worried that it wouldn't even work for some reason.
Well, but then isn't that sort of like classic bottles of wine? I mean, to go the other way, it's sort of like classic bottles of wine where they say, well, this wine is worth $20,000, but no one will ever open it and drink it because it's worth so much, so it probably is basically vinegar at this point.
Now, I can't show you guys who are watching the live feed right now, but I'll add a picture of it when you see this episode when it's in its downloadable state. Yeah. The picture of this cartridge is in very, very poor shape. I mean, the label's gone. Yeah. It's torn. How do you? I mean, you would have to test it, right? You would have to test it before you even bought it.
Well, one way you have at least a hint that it's an authentic World
is the dip switches?
Is the dip switches, because that
Couldn't
was
you
the
fake
only
that
cartridge.
though? Couldn't you fake that?
Maybe. It depends on how well it's done.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to do it with a Dremel or something like that. But no, I think it's overvalued. I think $6,000 is overvalued. The last time one of these was up, it sold for about $5,000, or the starting price was $5,000. But I don't think it's worth anywhere near this much. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to also, by the way, I need to apologize for anybody watching the show and you're wondering where the chat room went. Our internet connection here likes
Super
to
cool.
drop. Well, it works great, and then it drops,
Yeah.
and then it comes back. So if you're watching the live stream, and I forgot to mention this, if you're watching live and you're wondering where the stream goes, that's where it's going.
Yeah.
If you're watching this after the fact, it shouldn't make a difference. Should be A-okay. Okay, let's move on. And this is a story that was brought to my attention the other day, and I read about it. Microsoft has an agreement with Machinima, one of YouTube's largest managed partner channels. And this was a marketing promotion that Microsoft did. And basically what it was is they would pay YouTubers money to say how cool the Xbox One is. Essentially. Now, there's a lot more involved. Microsoft is saying this is just a basic marketing deal. This is not like we're paying people per se to change their opinions. We just want people to share, their enthusiasm for the Xbox One and Microsoft gaming. A lot of people are saying, well, it's Microsoft's fault because, they're paying for people to say stuff. But there's people on the other side that are saying, well, it's the YouTubers' fault. I mean, they shouldn't be doing this. They should have maybe some sort of journalistic integrity. What do you side on, John Kessler, since you're quiet over there? Go.
It comes in any kind of a review. When you're offering money, yeah, it's not a real review then.
Well, you're offering an opinion. Like for example, if you're given a review unit for a product, okay, they provided it to you for free. Are you influenced to give a positive or negative review? Are you less likely to give a negative review of something because you got it, and because you're afraid to bite the hand that feeds you, and you're afraid that you'll never get review units again?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
And I guess it depends on where they want to go with their reviews.
Right.
It comes, and my experience with it is kind of comes down to work, to where we're trying to get, for Google stuff, is you got to get your reviews. And one of the rules for all that is we cannot offer anybody a free oil change for a review, good or bad.
Right.
We're not allowed.
How would they know, John? How would they know? Do you think Google would send some sort of plant to Woodinville?
No, but it's all part of their rules.
Well, sure, there's rules.
And is it where okay, Microsoft wants reviews. Where do they want these reviews, on YouTube?
They want them on YouTube through
Yeah.
Machinima. Yeah. Now, according to the update, Microsoft and Machinima issued a statement. This is what they said in quote: "This partnership between Machinima and Microsoft was a typical marketing partnership to promote Xbox One in December. The Xbox team does not review any specific content or provide feedback on content. Any confidentiality provisions, terms, or other guidelines are standard documents provided by Machinima. For clarity, confidentiality relates to the agreements themselves, not the existence of the promotion." A lot of legal speak there. But basically what they're saying is, we're not reviewing the content if it's even positive or anything. But is this a bad thing, Joe?
No, I'm actually gonna side with Microsoft on this. It's just a marketing thing on their side. It's it's not like they're telling people, hey, if you give us a positive review, we're gonna give you a bunch of money. That what they're saying is
Talk about us.
talk about it, and we're not actually, Microsoft, to be clear, is not actually directly giving anybody anything. Machinima, which has received funds from Microsoft, is going to give it out to people who they think that deserve it,
Right.
whether those people agree with Microsoft or not. I think it's just a sort of a typical marketing thing. Just like they say, I don't think there's any nefarious anything here. And this article actually even points out what I think is really good is Microsoft has recognized now that YouTubers are influencers on the general audience, on people who buy stuff, and that is a bigger tell than anything else. They're not going to they're doing TV ads as well, obviously, but they're also recognizing that internet communications play a significant role in purchase decisions, which it might be one of the first times that a big company like that has made a decision like that.
Should YouTubers have to disclose that they're getting paid money to talk about Microsoft and Xbox?
If they're getting paid beforehand, it probably is worthwhile. But if they get paid after they make something, I don't see why it matters to anybody. It's not like the decision they're making. If they're chosen random, or if they're chosen to receive money after they've made a video, whether it's positive or negative, doesn't much matter. If they are paid to create a video, that's a little different. Does that make sense?
Well, what's the incentive, I guess, hey, if I know that I'm going to get paid and because maybe I'm a preferred partner with Machinima and they pay me for a lot of my videos and I'll get paid more if I do some Microsoft ones and talking about the Xbox One, shouldn't I tell the people who watch my videos that my video is being made because of that reason?
I don't know. I mean,
it's a tough pickle, right?
I think so. Machinima has been under a lot of fire in the past over issues like this where they haven't disclosed different things, and they've been kind of mean to their content creators. So I don't know. It's one of those things that I guess it matters to some degree, and it would be good if people disclose. But if nobody discloses, it doesn't really affect it. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video and be like, oh my god, I have to get an Xbox One. I'm going to watch a YouTube video and be like, I'm still not buying one. So
this is precisely the reason why I
bought all of the consoles.
Bought all of them all. Well, there's part reasons.
Uh-huh.
I like making sure that people can trust what I have to say about certain things and certain games and certain pieces of hardware. And I'm very, very careful, especially when it comes to like major consoles and games, that I don't want to be influenced in any way. You know, granted, I worked in the TV ratings for 10 years, and one of the major things that I could not do was talk about my favorite TV shows that I like to watch, because on the off chance that Nielsen home will go, oh, I've never heard of American Idol before, and watch it, and now I've
influenced. They would be lucky people.
Yeah, I know. But on another point, whole separate point, that's why I prefer doing a crowdsourced model of support for independent content creators like myself, because then I don't have to worry about appeasing any kind of sponsor or any kind of corporate entity. All I have to worry about is appeasing the people who support the show. Period. End of story. I can say positive, negative, whatever the case may be, because that's what they want. I don't have to worry about adjusting my opinion because I might offend Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo because of a story. And that's why I'm able to even talk about this, because we're not even getting money from Machinima or Microsoft.
Yeah.
By the way, we are for sale, so if you'd like to send us a check, we would more than happy. No.
Well, no. I mean, it's a fair point, and an independent source of information, I think, is really good, and it really helps. And you can see how successful it is in something like, if you look at Top Gear. Top Gear is publicly funded in the UK.
Yeah.
But in the US, you look at PBS, which is also publicly funded.
Well, yes and no. This show brought to you by support from Pemco Insurance.
But it still has to be reasonably neutral. You know, they don't have advertisements in the middle of their show. They don't show favoritism to certain products, that sort of thing. If you watch, This Old House, they don't talk about how we're going to pound this nail in with my Stanley brand hammer, and that sort of thing. There's no product placement like there is in a lot of other regular TV. And
well, there's indirect product placement, to be fair. I've seen it. Like, I've watched Homes on Homes. He doesn't say I'm using a DeWalt drill, but at the end, in the credits, a big logo pops up, promotional consideration provided by DeWalt.
Right, but it's the same thing happens, though, with Top Gear. At the end of the episode, they talk about the cars that they had loaned to them.
Isn't there a couple of companies that will not even let them test cars?
I think Tesla's still pissed at them. But,
I wonder why.
But no, I mean, but that sort of business model fails on a large scale, at least in the United States, just because there's so much corporate money and everything. So you end up being in a position where unless you really can get a good grassroots movement going, and that is part of why the internet works on some things, or some things work on the internet, it's really hard to pay for anything big in that form.
Yeah.
At least right now. Hopefully that will change in the future, but we'll see.
All right. Last story. I'm gonna kill the very, very last story. But the last story that we're gonna talk about, and then we're gonna have some fun with everybody here, and give some stuff away.
Okay.
See, no product bias. They send, company will send me stuff to give away. I'm just gonna give it away. Hey. Will Nintendo stop selling hardware and make its games available on other platforms? There's been long-standing rumors now that have been, kind of fostering over the past couple months. And Nintendo, obviously, I don't know if you heard, they had to lower their sales projections for the coming year because no one's buying Wii U's. A lot of people are blaming Nintendo for a bad marketing gimmick. They didn't really tell a lot of people that the Wii U is an entirely new and different console. There's a lot of issues here. So, gents, now John does own a console. Full disclosure, he owns an Xbox 360. He probably hasn't turned it on in 2 years.
No, I did.
That's me.
That's the PlayStation.
Well, the Xbox is probably longer than that.
Oh, okay.
No, when I was homesick the other day,
You actually fired it up, huh?
I turned it on.
Nice.
Wow.
And then I said, "Why'd I do that?" Turned it back off.
Why'd I do that?
That's a good decision, actually.
All right.
That's a good one.
So this article that we got from the International Business Times, they have potential alternatives, and I want to see what you guys think about it. Alternative number 1, Nintendo decides to get into mobile and tablet gaming. Good thing or bad thing? Real simple. Joe, we'll start with you. Good thing or bad thing? And why?
I don't know. That's a hard one because getting their content on more devices, I really like the idea of that. I'd love to be able to play Mario on my phone. I'd love to be able to play those games on my iPad, for example. However, for them, I don't know that it makes that much sense. Mobile is where Nintendo is strongest. I mean, the good point it says here is the Nintendo DS is the second greatest selling console line of all time, second only to the PS2.
Wow.
By just a few million units, which when you get to that sort of number is not that many.
Yeah.
So I think mobile, I think they're doing okay on mobile. I don't think, and I'm sure that they think the same way, they should not really change their mobile plans. Their big console plans, that might be a different story. Obviously, the Wii U is struggling and having issues, but it's as much due to bad marketing as it is to the interpretation or the impression people have that the Wii U is a underpowered console compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One, which it isn't as powerful as those, but for some reason people don't understand why those consoles are not that powerful compared to gaming PCs. So I don't think that comparison is fair. I think Nintendo has a really, really good first-party industry. Their Zelda games, their Mario games, the Super Smash Brothers. Those titles from them are what make the platform, and it doesn't matter what platform they're on, that's what'll do it. So they need to pump out some really, really good, really compelling titles for the Wii U, and I think the Wii U will recover. I don't think it'll ever get back up to where they thought it was potentially going to go. It may not, but I also don't think that mobile and tablet gaming is something they should dive into any more than they have with the 3DS.
Now, John, coming from a perspective like you where you don't really game on the console, you game on the computer, and you do have a smartphone, you occasionally do fire up some sort of Eve thing on your smartphone. That's probably the limit I've ever seen you do any gaming on your phone.
Yeah.
But
and he does have a 3DS now.
He does have a 3DS, full disclosure.
Yes.
Do you think Nintendo should move into more of a mobile and tablet gaming at all? Do you think it would help them?
Well, like Joe was
Ditto?
saying.
Okay, fair
well,
enough.
no, I'm just saying, they're already kind of strong there.
Yeah.
I guess this depends on like I said, if it's going to switch it over to being on a phone versus having a DS.
See,
I think physical controls.
Yeah,
are
it's gonna.
super
I would
vital
think it'd be more
for that kind of gaming.
It would be more tablet.
Yeah.
And the current controllers that are out. I mean, we've talked about Moga in the past. They had a really strong showing at PAX.
Yeah.
Logitech has a couple different controllers out for mobile, and universally those controllers are not all that well received. Either there's issues with the controller themselves, they don't feel very substantial. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things that go wrong with some of those, and it's if you're already carrying another piece of hardware with your phone in order to play games on it, having a 3DS, which adds a lot more capability, a lot more functionality, makes sense.
Yeah.
I think gaming on the 3DS, even though it may not be as powerful as whatever the latest greatest phone is, it looks pretty good. And a variety of games that are available for it, I think trump the quality rather of the games that are available for it trump most mobile games that I've tried.
Yeah. The thing is, it's been done before. I mean, we saw what happened with Sega, right? They had the Dreamcast, and great IP with Sonic as a great example, and we know what happened to Dreamcast. Eventually, Sega said, we're getting out of hardware completely. We're making our games available on other consoles, and now obviously we've seen Sonic on mobile as well. So,
well, and it really doesn't help the gaming industry when Microsoft keeps buying up all of the decent production houses. But from Rare and Bungie, and I mean, they keep buying up everybody who's about to make a half decent game or who has been making some half decent games. Microsoft's just like, here's $8 billion, come and work for us. And I mean, who would say no? I would say yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you want to give me trucks of money? Yes, please. Whatever you say, Microsoft.
Well, the question is, I think Nintendo needs to obviously, I don't know, concentrate more on its core, right? It's games, and that's what makes the consoles what they are. I mean,
yeah, we need really, really compelling
Yeah.
Zelda games. We need really good Mario games. We need Smash Brothers and Pokemon. I always
Mario
forget Pokemon
Kart.
because I never play Pokemon, but really, really compelling games in those areas, and I think that they can still have a very successful this gen of consoles.
So where's Mario Kart for Wii U?
Isn't it in production? I thought it was supposed to be due out this year.
See, that's the problem. See, it should have already been out now. It should have been out Christmas. If Mario Kart is out Christmas, or you have a Super Smash Brothers pack.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean,
if they'd done this last winter season with the PS4 and the Xbox One coming out, if they'd done,
they could have cleaned house in the game
Super
department.
Smash Brothers, a Mario Kart, and a new Zelda game all at the same time or roughly the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think there would be a discussion about them having a hard time.
No.
So.
No, I mean, as you can tell, a lot of us, except for John here, and I think it's just except for John, and I'm not picking on John, but except for John here in this whole room, we all pretty much grew up on Nintendo gaming, and I would say the majority of us. So we want to see them succeed. We love playing their games and have a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
So
and remember too, the 3DS.
3DS is great too. Yeah.
Trumps the Vita in sales, and for some reason
They
the
keep
Vita is
going.
still being made.
They keep
I
going.
don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah, just throwing good money after bad.
All right, so we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have some fun. Right now I'm gonna ask the audience, go ahead and get in your predetermined groups of 3, and while we'll do that, I'm gonna explain to you guys watching what is going on. So we have been very, very gracious, as you heard earlier. Kerry Mraz is donating a prize. We also received a great prize pack of rig headsets from Plantronics Gaming. I had a chance finally for the first time to really dive into and try it out. You'll be getting and
it's an awesome device.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I've used it a little bit at home. I didn't realize how really, really cool it is until I had a chance to use it here. It is really, really awesome.
There's just a few, really just a couple of bullet points in the negative department for me, and they're not severely negative, but other than that, I think the price point's great. The mixer is very powerful. You'll get a full review from me about in the next week or so, but really good stuff. So here's what we're going to do. I gave Joe a wireless mic, and we have sets of people here. I believe just 3 groups of 3, right? So we have, I believe, just... Do we have... how many extras?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3.
This is... what? Wait, we have 4 ones. Numbers are hard.
Here, I'll make it easy. 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 2s.
Okay.
Cameron has stepped out of the
We
picture.
can have 4 ones. That's fine. It's not a big deal. So, all right. So I'm going to bring... that mic is now on.
Yay.
All right. So, all right. So we're gonna. So who are the ones? Who are the ones here? All right. So Joe, why don't you go over to them and just we'll see who they are. Have them state their name.
I'm a big guy named Max.
That's Max. Okay.
I'm Matt.
Hey, Matt.
I'm Justin.
All right, guys. Here is how it works. You guys are going to get the winner. So basically, here's the deal. You guys are all three in the same question, all right? And you don't have to ring in for this particular question. We just want your best guess. We're going to do a Price is Right style without going over. Whoever gets this correct.
So can one of them just say one dot?
They could. Probably not recommended, though. But they could. They could. All right. And so alphabetically, who is closest to A? All right. So we're going to go down to here. Here's the question. And then we're going to go right down the line. The question is, how many dots are there on a Pac-Man board? Closest without going over. And by the way, the winner, whoever gets this correct, stays. And the other two, I'm sorry, you'll be out.
75.
75. That's the opening bid, 75. All right.
I'll go with 32.
32. Okay.
Have you played Pac-Man?
Hey, no influencing here. No influencing.
95.
95. So,
Okay, so 75,
75.
32,
32.
95.
95. The correct answer is 240. All right, so you're in.
So Max is in.
Max is in. All right, and now let's move to the next set here.
Who's the next set? You three?
You three. All right. All right.
I'm-
Yes, please introduce yourselves. Go for
I'm
it.
Jenna.
Jenna.
I'm Ben.
Ben.
And I'm Josh.
All right, you guys.
All right.
Now here is the deal.
I really should have one of those prices. Right.
You need one of those.
I really do at
You
this
re-
point. Yeah, this is.
You really need one of those. Now, this is one where, Joe, you're going to need to keep an eye on them because I'm going to ask a question. First person to raise their hand.
Okay.
As soon as you may know the answer, you can raise their hand. But this is multiple choice. There's a question and 4 possible answers. So you can ring in at any time, but when you ring in, I stop reading, and then you give us your answer. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. In what year was the Sega Genesis released in North America? Was it A, 1999, B, 1989, C, 1975, or D, 1991?
D, 1991.
That is incorrect. You are out.
1999.
You are incorrect. So you have 2 chances. Otherwise,
50-50 on this
you have 50-50.
And will you give me those options again?
I'm going to give you all 4.
Okay.
A, 1999, B, 1989, C, 1975, or D, 1991.
89.
89 is correct. That
There
is
you
the
go.
correct
I was
answer.
going to say, if he got that wrong, can I enter?
Bonus points. Who was Sega's mascot? No, nothing additional. Just want to know if you knew.
Anyone? Sega's mascot?
Sega's mascot when it came out in 1989. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Sonic. Very
Sonic.
good.
Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. All right,
All
and
right,
this is
so-
our last group.
Our last group.
Who do we have here?
Here we go.
I'm Josiah.
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 Doug.
Doug.
I'm Aaron.
They're way back there. All right, here we
Oh,
go.
we're back here.
Here we go.
Do I need to pay attention to hands again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, another set of questions. Here we go. What Nintendo system was released after the Nintendo 64 and before the Nintendo Wii? Remember.
Oh.
Wow. Say again?
The Cube. The GameCube.
That is correct. You just redeemed yourself. All right.
All right. So we got Doug
Uh-huh.
and Ben. Right. Josh
Uh-huh.
and Max.
All right. So whoever didn't get in that last group of 3, this is for everybody, so keep your ears open. First person to get this correct will get into that group of 4. No multiple choice. Real simple. In the game Mortal Kombat, what phrase is heard when I just saw a hand go up.
Carrie knows.
In the game Mortal Kombat, what phrase is heard when Scorpion uses his spear?
Oh.
Get over here.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys win prizes. Yay!
Yay! Woo!
All right. So we have 2 whites and 2 blacks of the rig headsets in there. Not the Sennheiser setup there. So now you fight for it.
So so it's the 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants a black set? Who would prefer a black set over a white set? Okay, so I'll just give one of the white ones to Doug. Or a black one, sorry. I'm just trying to be difficult.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then the other 3 all want white.
All right. Well, this is real simple. We can break this down very simply. All right. So more questions. Here we go.
All right. So Josh, Matt, and Max.
This is should I give them an easy one or a tough one?
What's your toughest one?
Well. All right, here we go. We're going to go to PlayStation World. Here we go. What 1997 PlayStation game's opening song is a Chemical Brothers remix of the Manic Street Preacher song Everything Must Go?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What was the first? All right. What was the big first really popular racing game on the Sony PlayStation? Nobody knows.
Gran Turismo?
That's right. It is Gran Turismo.
All right, so you get the other white one, or one of the white ones, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we got the other.
We have a
ones.
white and a black one left.
Okay. And
who wanted? And you guys, everybody else wanted white. That's the problem.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's the next.
You don't care? Oh, Matt doesn't care.
Oh, they don't care.
So
Well, then give them away.
Which color did you want, Josh? Josh, you're going to get the white one. And Matt, you're fortunately going to get a ride home.
All right. We got one more prize to give away,
Yep.
and that is this this case here. And this is going to be Price is Right style. So if you have already won a headset, I'm sorry, you can't win a case as well. So this is for anybody who hasn't won. And this is Price is Right style. And
so it's closest without going over.
Closest without going over. Here we go.
Hey, it worked out for you.
In the computer game The Sims, how many simoleons does each family start the game with? All you got to do is take a guess. So let's go ahead and just we'll start and
so we'll start.
I know.
Where do you want to start? Start in the back and go forward?
Yeah, we'll start in the back.
All right. What do you think?
What's a simoleon?
It's
That's
like
a good question.
The amount of money. Think of it. The amount of money.
Currency. Think of it as bitcoins in The Sims.
I don't know, 1,000.
Okay.
He says 1,000.
Opening bid's 1,000.
I honestly have no idea.
All right.
2,500.
2,500.
10,000.
Okay.
10.
15,000.
15.
5,000.
5.
Okay. Oh, Carrie wants in on this one.
Oh yeah. Well, wait. Aren't you donating the case? So you could win the case that you donated. All right. Go ahead.
$1. $1. So ignoring the requirement that they be simoleons, Carrie has bid $1.
All right. Well, it's the exchange rate, right? It's all about the exchange rate. All right. The actual retail number, without going over, Jenna's got it. It was 20,000. So you got 15. You got it. You're the closest. She gets the case.
Awesome. So this is a Enermax Starry?
Starray?
Starray? I'm not sure.
Starray. Not sure.
Yeah.
Enermax.
And that's it. Now, for those who won headsets, please stick around after the show. I like to get some pictures with you guys and the headsets to send back to Plantronics. And then, honestly, give them feedback, positive or negative. They would love to know what you guys think of the headsets. They're really cool headsets. And you can hook them up to your PlayStation, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC. They work on all platforms, which is really cool. And your phone. Well, that's the best part. Yeah.
Yeah, use
and the phone.
So, we're going to wrap things up. That's pretty much the show this week. Now, I want to remind everybody that we will not be doing a show next weekend because the
some kind of hand egg thing going on, right?
Some kind of super large game.
No, that's what it is. The new episode of Top Gear's coming out. Top Gear starts up again.
Yes.
More people here are excited about the Top Gear start than they are about the hand egg game.
I like how you're like way off and just no one sees you. You're just a voice.
disembodied
But
voice.
yeah, some super big football game, and so we're going to be watching that and all the lovely commercials that go with it. And there's one other small announcement I wanted to make. Geek Gamer Weekly will be on a little bit of a hiatus for a while. I've been thinking about it for a long period of time, and I figured that this event and having everybody here, and it's cool to be amongst friends. Which, by the way, they hooked me up with some awesome cake and cupcakes, Minecraft related cupcakes. But obviously, doing 255 episodes of Geek Gamer Weekly, it's I want to change some things up a little bit and actually start doing other content in place of Geek Gamer Weekly on Sundays. So this is going to go on the shelf. It's not going to go away. It will probably come back, but I'm going to take a pause for a while, at least with this show. Minecraft Me is still going to go strong as long as Joe wants to continue doing it.
Yay!
Yeah? Yeah.
I don't have anything else to do Thursdays.
Fair enough. And we'll probably have some Minecraft Me specials on Sunday early as well, because I know we have a lot of kids who want to watch the show, but they can't stay up late. Geek Gamer Weekly will be taking a little bit of hiatus for a while, but don't worry, Geek Gamer TV is not going away, and more content is still coming out, reviews, vlogs, and other fun jazz. I want to say a big thanks to this guy right here. Not only he carpooled up with me, but he helped me bring in a lot of equipment and also I'll get that. Thank you. You're not on Twitter, you're not on Facebook, you're not in any form of social media.
He's got a Google Plus account.
Begrudgingly.
He has
Just
to.
because they twisted your arm.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. But thanks, John. Thanks so much, man. Really do appreciate it, man. All your hard work. He was the guy behind the camera at CES. Because Cameron Man wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, he had to save his free time and go to Disney World instead.
Wait.
Yeah.
He was in Florida.
Yeah.
He's
you're going to Florida. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bastard.
Yeah. Joe Falby, you can follow him on Twitter at Falby, Falbey. He tweets very rarely, but he does tweet.
I replied to a tweet just the other day.
As a friend of the show, Lloyd Hannison, we were talking on Minecraft Me. Joe decided to alienate all Canadians.
It wasn't a very big crowd to alienate.
Oh. 30 million's not that big?
Well, so that'd be like New York City, right?
But you can follow him on Twitter at Falby, Falbey. And also on Minecraft Me, Thursdays at 8. The time might move around for a bit. You can also follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes, and please follow the network at Geek Gamer TV. And by the way, if you're ever in the Olympia, Washington area, you want some mighty tasty breakfasts and the Barge Burger, which we destroyed in probably 10, 15 minutes, I would say.
I was slacking.
Yeah, you were. Well, you eat like a beetle.
What?
Like a little thing, like something small.
Like a dung beetle?
Yeah.
That's kind of a crappy thing to say.
Yeah, that's not very nice, Chase.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's it, you guys.
That's a wrap.
For John, Joe, I'm Chase. Thanks for watching the show. We really do appreciate it. We all talk again. We're all silent. Say goodnight for a while. Say goodnight, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Say something.
Oh, Mike Myers.
Yeah, there you go.
He's
Bye.
Canadian.